Chris in Darlington, South Carolina. Hey, Chris, what's on your mind?
Well, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, but one thing my dad always said back before he passed was the best form of government we could have would be a benevolent dictatorship.
Right.
The only hard part would be finding a truly benevolent dictator.
Right. Right. Yeah, this is, occasionally one comes along, but by and large, the benevolence of toward one group is non-benevolence toward another group. But Chris, you're actually, you said this was tongue-in-cheek, but let me tell you, we're nearly there. And the most successful capitalist economies, communist China and authoritarian Singapore, the most successful capitalist economies are highly authoritarian. They are basically run by dictators. And that works really well with capitalism. Capitalism evolved in the era of the kings of Europe. They were dictators. And I mean, we called them kings, but they were dictators. Off with his head, right? I mean, the kings had absolute power over life and death, and they owned pretty much everything. And that's the perfect environment for capitalism and raw, unrestrained capitalism. And that's what these right-wing billionaires, the Koch brothers, and all these others, that's what they're trying to take us back to. We had raw, unregulated capitalism in the United States right up until 1929. Well, really right up until 1933. Then we started regulating capitalism in a way that caused it to work for the public good as well as the very wealthy. Reagan deregulated it again. Capitalism went back to working just for the very wealthy. But then as Henry Wallace, and Chris, thank you for the call. Let me just go off on this rant. Then as Henry Wallace, Vice President of the United States, pointed out on April 9, 1944 in the New York Times, that wasn't enough. The American fascists is who Henry Wallace referred to them as, which, meant that generation's equivalent of today's billionaire, right-wing billionaires and business owners. The American fascists, he said, are reaching out for control over government because government is the only force that can constrain the power of capital. And our government right now has been reduced to the point over the last 34 years as a direct result of Reaganomics. Our government has been reduced to the point where the representatives of we the people can no longer stand up against powerful interests, be they the Koch brothers, or be they be General Electric, or be they be the dictators of China. We can no longer stand up to them, maybe militarily, but certainly not economically, not in the workplace, not in the business realm. We the people, no longer have that power. We have given that power to the billionaires, or they have seized it. And so what we're finding is that capitalism is going back to its normal state, which is authoritarianism. Capitalism works best in an authoritarian environment. Capitalism works best when if people defy the law of capitalism, if they don't pay their parking tickets, if they don't pay their hospital bill or their health insurance bill, then they go to jail. Capitalism works best in an authoritarian environment. And that's what we have now, or that's the direction that we're moving. And that's the direction that people like John McCain want to move us even farther and even faster.